August 27th. Okay, so tomorrow afternoon. So, because I'll probably upload this to Hokage highlights. So just know that this stream happened on August 26th, the day before. So whatever happens after this, I was unaware of it. It's not me trying to spread any type of misinformation. I'm just talking about what happened today. Although this probably will be up in the morning before this even comes out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the third plane has hit the tower. So Rockstar took to social media to release a statement, and there was an interesting bit of tidbit news. There was an interesting bit of news in there that I think everybody should be aware of. But before we do the reading, let's get the music. Dear all, we know that many of you have been waiting to hear from us regarding the events of the past week. Click, 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 click. It would be an understatement to say that having videos of Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay leak in the way this way has been heartbreaking for our team, and this is obviously not how we intended for you to see the game after all this time. We're very sorry that everything has taken as long as it has, from getting the game finished to sharing more details and official gameplay and providing the community with everything you want to know. We're very excited for everyone to see the extended look tomorrow. It has taken longer than we expected to get ready, but as with everything we do, we know we need to exceed your expectations. I don't know if that's possible because you niggas keep making up shit. And we are determined to deliver at the level you expect and deserve. While it is unfortunate that the intended game experience may now be impacted by some spoilers, we hope that everyone will wait a bit longer to experience the true game on November 19th. We want to thank everyone in the community who's reached out with messages of support this past week. Your words have meant more to this team than you can imagine. Ultimately, we're making this game for you. And without you, we would not have the privilege of making games. We look forward to sharing more with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar. All right, I gotta call bullshit on this. Listen, man. How dare you say that you're making it for us? Well, why are we not allowed to own it then? What did this get? What did this get? Because I think you made it for you, knowing that these people want it. You took the disc away, and you're now planning to microtransaction the fuck out of everything while controlling how the game is distributed. Why let Lil Timmy buy a used copy from his neighbor who no longer wants the game when you could charge him 100? Fuck that 20. We need that 100. Another interesting piece of news from this is this part right here. We're very sorry that everything is taking as long as it has, from getting the game finished, nearly there. I feel like a lot of people skipped over this part, dude. I'm gonna read that again. We're very sorry that everything is taking as long as it has, from getting the game finished, we're nearly there. Guys, the game's not done. Now, there's different ways you can interpret that. And I'm gonna go on a whim and say, I hope, I pray that what they mean by when they say the game is not finished, they're not done optimizing it. I hope, and if that was the case, I wish they would have used the verbiage like, hey, the game is done. We're just optimizing it. We're trying to make sure it runs as smoothly as possible. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna put it as a red. Shout out to Pablo. I'm not gonna put it as a red, but I am gonna put it as a yellow flag. That verbiage is a little weird. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right here on the stream. I'm not saying this will happen, but what I am saying is don't be surprised if this game launches a little buggy, or there might be another delay. Because what you mean the game not done? I've seen people defending this shit on social media. Yeah, that's when the game comes out in November. Listen, dumbasses that don't know anything about game development, because all y'all do is play annual games anyway. You don't keep up with the industry. A game going gold before it releases is very normal. They'll announce on social media our game has gone gold, which for those unaware, that means the game is complete. It's not like the music industry. It doesn't mean it sold 500,000 copies. Them saying it's not done is a little weary to me. I was a sophomore in high school going into junior year when GTA 5 dropped. I turned 30 next year. When did GTA 5 come out? It came out in 2013? Depending on the month. It came out in November. I was 23. I'm 36 now, so. And then they have a day one patch for some polishing, not features usually. But understand, I'm not wishing that, because I told you I want this game to succeed, because I want people to stop talking and speculating about this game. I want it to come out and I want people to enjoy it. So I'm not, keep in mind, I'm not saying that I hope it is buggy. I'm just saying it's a little weird the way they're wording this. Shout out to Watt, she 37, she old. Another thing too I don't like about this is like them trying to, I feel like people read this, like the Grand Theft Auto fans, and they really believe the shit that comes out their fucking mouth. And what I mean is in the first paragraph, they're talking about, oh, we're heartbroken here. The developers are heartbroken. Are you? Are you? Were you heartbroken when you fucking busted up their fucking unions, when they asked for better health insurance and better pay, more, the ability to spend time with their family? Did you feel bad for the devs then? Did you feel bad for the devs when they got to work fucking 18 hours on the clock and they've been complaining about crunch because they're tired and they don't get to see their families? I don't know, man. When Straw Zelnick gets a raise every fucking year, but the employees don't, knowing that he doesn't even have a passion for video games, doesn't really seem like you care about him. When you fired those employees saying that they were leaking information and there had been no leaks, saying that people were leaking shit on Discord, but it turns out they were trying to form a union, it doesn't really seem like you care about them. But unfortunately, the average GTA fan doesn't know about these stories that I'm talking about. So they're gonna read this, gonna be like, yeah, man, they really care. This is the one corporation that cares about us. Nah, they're nasty too. They're one of the nastiest, actually. I don't think they're gonna show us anything in the preview we haven't seen already, unless they do an 18-minute gameplay preview. So for me, I'll tell y'all what, because we're already here. What I expect from the Netflix GTA 6 reveal is I don't have any expectations. I'm not going into it expecting X, Y, and Z. I'm not going in expecting to see good. I'm not going in expecting to see bad. When I watch it, I'm just gonna watch it and I'm gonna judge it for what it is. And I hope that more people do that for multiple reasons. If you go into it with expectations, you're more likely to be disappointed. If you go in hating, I think that's bad karma. So like, let's just take a step back and try to, you know, just judge it for what it is. And if it's gas, that's cool. I'm expecting a dev diary or something. I need a 30-minute breakdown. I would hope that it's at least 30 minutes because it's on Netflix. We got some new details because this is they're also referencing that for those unaware, if you're just coming into the stream, the prologue leaked online. I'm gonna turn this fucking music off. I'm tired of listening to this shit. The prologue leaked online for Lucia. So if you want to know the beginning of her story, it is on Twitter. I'm not gonna share the link, but I'm gonna let you know right now, it's not hard to find. That's what they're referencing. Some story leaks are coming out. And I'm gonna be honest, I would not be surprised if CyberLeak continues to leak even more shit. I would not be surprised. And here's a prediction. I'm not saying it will happen, but I will not be surprised if tomorrow, 3 p.m. during the Netflix event, that motherfucker drops his nuclear shit. Because I feel like what he dropped today was pretty bad. I was like, damn, this nigga leaking the story. I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped something heavy tomorrow during the Netflix, because then like it would steal away. It's gonna still have its moment, but it's gonna steal a little way of its thunder or whatever. Or it drops the build or something. So this is what we learned from the new leaks. Because although I can't show you, I can describe it. Brand new official Jason and Lucia are. Well, no, this is my bad. This is coming from an interview from a magazine. New official GTA 6 screenshots. Jason's an ex-military drug runner. Lucia is a fighter fresh out of prison. Jason and Lucia can travel together or separately. Players can switch between them during missions. Their relationship has deeper consequences than previous Rockstar's honor systems. I'm interested to see, does this mean that like it'll be kind of like the Mass Effect or Witcher? Will it be like your choose your own adventure and like the things that you do in the story, does it affect the storyline and different outcomes? Because if it does, then I also have to ask, will it be considered cool to play a Dungeons and Dragons style video game? Because I'm gonna say, yo, the ball and gun game, yo, this is so cool. We get to make decisions that affect the outcome. No, man. Y'all make fun of it in other games. Weight and muscle systems are back, so like San Andreas. Eating changes your diet, like San Andreas. Exercise visibly builds and tones muscles. Lack of sleep, being on the run, and multi-day benders can physically affect the character. You can scroll through an in-game social media feed. Existing characters go viral through posts. GTA 6 has Rockstar's most detailed and varied NPC population ever. Whatever that means, every game does that in their cells. Every Ubisoft game does that. This is our most advanced live service open world game. We've presented over 30 bazillion polygons in 40,000 colors. Come on, man. NPCs vary in age, height, weight. I would hope so. Just different lives. Different areas of Laneda have specifically designed populations. Rockstar has an LA team dedicated almost entirely to pedestrians. Rockstar spent years researching Florida. Developers met. All right, I'm gonna tell you how they know. If they really spent years researching Florida, one of the things I want to see in the game, because I lived in Florida, one of the things that Florida's notorious for, that only if you live in Florida you'll know, is they notoriously have really long lights, bruh. There's no place I've lived long that has longer like stoplights than fucking Florida. So like when we driving and there's a red light, I better have to sit there for 10 minutes. Not that I actually would sit there for 10 minutes, but like if you really research Florida, you would know. And I better not see no fucking signs that go past 55 miles per hour, bro. That was one of the things I had to adjust to when I moved to LA. I was because 70 is 55 in Florida. I had to get used to driving 70 again because I had been driving 55 for like 2 years, driving like a fucking old man. Because it's a retirement state. I better be able to get I better be able to get a chicken pub sub. You can't call it Publix, obviously, for legal reasons, but call it, I don't know, Sublix or something. I better be able to get a chicken pub sub. That's why the traffic is backed up out here so much. Those damn lights. Facts. Developers met with ex-criminals, law enforcement, club promoters, gun dealers, and locals. You met with gun dealers. More than 50 real street artists created murals for Laneda. GTA 6 has a full in-game fashion ecosystem. What up, Trey? Clothing, hairstyles. You get in 2K? And brands reflect wealth, taste, lifestyle, and identity. The world reacts more realistically to your actions. Openly carrying a rifle can cause NPCs in the city around you to react. Rockstar says players will no longer move through the world like a god. Real race car drivers worked on GTA 6's vehicle handling. I would take that with a grain of salt, guys. Do not expect Forza level of fucking physics in the game. For the simple reason that they can't do it. There's going to be NPCs, shooting, explosions that all require CPU and GPU power. The reason why Gran Turismo and Forza and other racing games are so realistic is because all the computing power goes into the physics. So I would take this greatly with a grain of salt. I think GTA niggas going to eat this up, but like it's going to be arcadey. I'm letting y'all know, right? It's just not possible to do that shit. Not on current hardware. GTA 6's development team is more than double the size of Red Dead Redemption 2's, and development on GTA 6 began around 2013. GTA 6 apologists who've been saying this game has not been in development for 13 years. What'd that say? It's only been a few years. And this is coming from an interview they did with the Dazed magazine. So this is real info, bro. Anyways, what else did I got? Well, yeah, they're referencing this. I didn't know this was already in there, but they're referencing the same thing. That Rockstar started production on it in 2013. The decision to delay the PC version again to make players double dip for more money is bad moves. Yeah. I think also too, they know that the moment it goes on PC, somebody's gonna crack it. Like Marvel Token got cracked within a week, and then people are gonna download it for free. So they want to make sure they can get as many sales as they can on console as possible before they move it to PC. Anything they make off of PC will like be a bonus. Because here's the thing, right? If you gotta look at it from, I'm not defending it because I would like a PC version day one, but look at it from their standpoint, right? If they come out with the console and the PC version day one, if within a week that PC version gets cracked, you gotta keep in mind a lot of people who have consoles also have PCs. You don't think those people who are only on, or those people who are on console won't be tempted to download the cracked version? So ultimately, I think it's to try to protect their sales. That's why. Other news. You think Rockstar talked to strippers as well? If they did, hopefully it's the BBL kind, because that's the kind they got in fucking that's the kind they got in Miami. Selected people have already seen GTA 6 behind closed doors. They have been doing events with press and content creators. As far as I know, it was a hands-off appointment. The embargo will be lifted directly with the extended leak, so expect more media coverage tomorrow. So there will be a media blitz. It won't just be the Netflix event. There will be content creators that got flown out by Rockstar dropping YouTube videos and Twitch streams about the game. But the combination of them releasing a letter saying the game is not finished, and then the behind the scenes event, they didn't get hands on time with the game. Chat, kind of a red flag. I know you don't want to hear that, but kind of as somebody who attends gaming events regularly, you're supposed to go there and play the game. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's not fair that TBH didn't get invited. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't want to go. Not confident enough to let them play. That's usually how it goes. Like, you remember when Sean Murray did that controlled shit on TV for No Man's Sky? We found out why. Also expect those flown out creators to be heavily biased. Ding, 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 ding. And that's what we're talking about here too. No wonder a bunch of streamers, this is coming from the God of Empress. I saw this on the timeline, the For You page. No wonder a bunch of streamers and YouTubers were pissed about the leaks. They were given early access to GTA 6, and now the leaks have completely fucked the exclusivity and novelty of the early access. Serves them right for condoning Rockstar's anti-consumer bullshit. The leaker left, this shout out to the hidden one, he be in the chat. The leaker left a pretty interesting message on the new GTA 6 prologue. He said, this build is actually really recent and the game is not ready at all. The work required to reach gold is way too much for so little time left. So he's talking about the guy who's been leaking the game, CyberLeaks. He put out a message saying that the build he has is recent and the game ain't done. And he don't think it's gonna get done, which is interesting because they say in his letter, it ain't done. And I'm just trying to piece the story together, I swear. I'm not trying to push no agendas. I'm trying to piece some clues together here. The leaker says he don't think it's going to be done based off what he planned. They're straight up telling us it's not done. And they flew out content creators, but they didn't let the content creators play it? Little strange. If this, let me put it this way. If this was any other AAA game, y'all would say red flag. What the fuck is going on? Kind of weird. But it's GTA, so it gets a pass. Is this game overly ambitious or turned out unfinished? Who knows? And then last but not least, with the GTA news, the world's two biggest supervillains are combining forces. NBA 2K27 and GTA 6 are collaborating in some fashion. It's crazy there's a chance of us playing the PC version before the creators. Just delay it again. We'll see with the Netflix event how good it looks. Social media better detectives than the real ones. Yeah, the ball and gun fusion. You see the basketball on top of the bananas next to the watermelon in this? Oh yeah, I didn't even peep. What the fuck? That's racist. I don't like that shit, bro. What you mean you got a watermelon basketball and a fucking banana at a damn basketball game? What the fuck? You got a lot. We need answers, Ronnie. We need answers. I predict that they'll probably put like some GTA 6 t-shirts inside of NBA 2K. I wouldn't expect anything too crazy with this collab. It's because keep in mind, both of them are under Take-Two's umbrella. They're owned by the same publisher. So that's why they're collabing, to get everybody excited. This is the ball and gun last meal. This is like the ball and gun like Voltron. Like they're finally coming together to join forces to create a robot or some shit. They know they're the main. They know their main audience. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm excited to see tomorrow. I'll say this much before we move on to the next batch of articles. I'm excited to see what they reveal at Netflix. I hope all y'all GTA 6 dreams come true. I hope whatever it is that you want to see from this franchise, you see it, so that we can finally stop speculating and assuming. Because friendly reminder, I'm just speculating and you're just speculating. Regardless of how you feel about the game, nobody really knows anything outside of what we've seen in the leaks. And even still, it's an older build. Who knows what's changed? You know, things are subject to change. I'm excited for Lords of the Fallen too. Man, fuck that game. The last one was janky.